I have like such weird topics today, but anyway, hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jim and I'm a rock star.
He's a rock star rocking the vintage She's Not Doing So Well t-shirt available at teespring.com/notwellpodcast.
Is it still available?
I don't know if it is. Yeah,
okay.
I think it might actually be.
I found it in the bottom drawer of a, yeah.
I have a new shirt that I made that I'm so excited for. I'm not going to reveal. Can
I have a reveal? All right.
All right. So, okay, make sure you give us a call, 614-721-5336. We finally got a phone call from your friend, and it's long.
Okay, good.
And I love it. So, I didn't listen to it. I just skimmed.
I love it. It's going to be a good message.
Yeah.
No, I know. This is someone where I'm like, I want you to tell your story.
Tell us your story.
Tell us your story.
So, we went and saw Jinx Monsoon last Tuesday after we recorded.
We did. Like, right away.
Right away, we went right. Well, first thing we did was we got there and we decided we had the fast pass. So all the queens
we were
were
like
outside,
the only people who had it. There were like 10 of us. It's literally $20. It gets you in. You don't have to wait in a fucking line. You can get a beer right away. And pizza right away.
Which is what we did.
So, obviously, 2 pieces each. Could have had a third.
Absolutely could have had a whole box of pizza at the
Mikey's.
front.
It's all, it's thin. It's thin crust.
It's thin. You're eating it fast, so
you need
like
the
you have time.
Sauce. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That slut sauce can change. And the
they
spicy
need to bring
one.
it back to. Oh yeah, they need to call it slut sauce again. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Slut is not a derogatory.
Don't slut shame the sauce.
Yeah, you're shaming the sauce. So if you've never had that and you're in Columbus, get late night slice slut sauce. It's on unicorn sauce. But so we get there, we get in line for the beer and the pizza. We get our shit. Then we're like, we get to our seats.
Let's go to our seats. Yeah, can you imagine the seats? You think it must be comfortable? It's a drag queen audience.
It must be comfortable. You're 2 rows back.
Yeah, we're in the second row. It's got to be good.
It's got to be like.
Nope. The seats are approximately 1 foot wide. Not even my ass fit on it. Literally, my ass did not fit on the seat.
Nobody's did in the whole fucking place.
I was touching my neighbor's leg. Bobby's leg was on top of my leg.
And I was so sore the next day in my back.
You literally had to like lean on.
Yeah, I was like this the whole time, and I was like, "Why am I sore?" The next day, it's like, "Oh, you're almost 40 and you sat like a jackass last night."
All the seats were touching. We can post a photo.
Yes.
Like, all the seats were every back. I mean, it was like, why?
Why? Then you had all this space to the left. It's like, spread us out.
Did you see that? Like that middle aisle or something? I'm like, wait, what's that for?
Can you slide us all down and a fucking 6 inches, please, each?
There were like 3 chair spaces of an aisle that we could have just.
My God. So anyway, the show was
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it.
I thought she was funny. Like
she was funny.
She was really
it was
funny.
good. Her husband's in it. She didn't know. He was the cute one.
Wait, the keyboard player?
The little boy? That's her husband.
I thought she said that, but I didn't catch it.
He actually is like a really.
He's kind of hot.
Yeah, he's a famous musician, actually.
He's like a twinky little hot guy.
He does a lot of stuff for like Hollywood, I think, like music-wise.
Well, he's probably on strike right now. But.
Well, yeah, they all are, which I have on the docket to talk about.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jinx Monsoon was really good. I recommend seeing her. She's a riot.
She was really good.
Now, is it she or is it they? Because that's what I also was confused about.
I think it's a full she.
Whoa, girl, fuck.
I think it is too. I think it's a all. She calls herself a trans like fembot or something. It's
like,
like,
that's perfect.
What? Okay.
Like I love people who just don't.
She doesn't give a fuck, and she's really talented. That's the real the real thing about it is like she
actually has
really
a voice. Her timing was good with the jokes. Like
she can hold a yeah,
it's funny.
It's wild.
It was a good show.
Yes. So we enjoyed ourselves, minus the fact that we were crammed. And we ate pizza in front of everybody because we didn't want to sit and eat. So we stood up before the show and literally stood, and all the gays are looking. All the gays are walking in, and there we are.
I'm like, this is what you could be. They all want to be that. They all want the pizza, but they're afraid to eat the pizza.
They had popcorn for dinner.
I can't have pizza.
I had to see Jinx tonight.
It's a Tuesday.
I have to bottom.
Pizza.
Oh,
yeah.
Guess what? I'm gonna dip this pizza in the fucking sauce so heavily that you're gonna. Yeah, I was like, ah. And
we're gonna use the slut sauce as lube, like this,
literally, and then we are just staring, just standing. There's gays that would not be caught dead doing that.
I mean, there's people at restaurants, some gay people that just don't even. They're afraid. Why?
Because they're embarrassed that. Because here's why. They didn't really work on their personality because they had the looks, and now that they don't have the looks as much, now
they gotta stay
skinny. They can't lose the skinny, or they're done, and they know it.
It's so fucking true.
When you peak in college and high school, like this is what happens. You have to stay skinny or you're ugly. Do you know what I mean? Sorry.
Oh my fucking God. This is the truth. Which, speaking of, get your puss blanket out.
Yeah, speaking of fat and like skinny, I'm so little. It's like, no, you're not. So I have a little mini update from our story last week, the plane lady.
Oh my god!
Which that's my shirt. I made a shirt.
Oh my
it's so
god!
Good.
Okay, the reptilian,
yes.
the reptilia.
Yeah, yeah. So the woman has been missing, and I've been on it. Like, listen,
this poor lady. She saw a reptilian. That motherfucker's not real.
He's not real. Well, apparently she's alive. She was going on a cruise.
Oh.
She's been abstinent.
She's been what?
Abstinent? What is
Abstinent means
no. Is she been
no sex? Oh, she been. No, she been.
She been abstinent.
She been abstinent.
She's been abstinent.
What were you trying to say?
Absent.
Yeah, she's been missing.
Missing. Thank you.
Why were you trying to make it?
I don't.
Was that
well,
AI? AI wrote it.
Well, actually, I had AI summarize this, but it's fine because I found an article and I just put it in there and I'm like, it's great.
Make it for dumb people, AI.
I literally say, I'm going to read this on a podcast. Give me quick bullet points, which this is not very quick, but whatever. Okay. But anyway, I'm not going to read it. All it is basically she's alive and apparently she hasn't made a statement yet, but she apparently might.
Oh.
And there's a rumor that it was because something happened between the exchange of her and whoever's not fucking. What happened?
What happened?
What happened? I have no idea.
That just fell off the wall. Something just fell down.
Oh my God, folks and gentlemen.
Our reptilian overlords are not pleased.
They're not happy.
They're not happy.
So we'll have more on her. I just want to report that I'm still watching.
Alive. At least
she's alive
now,
and she was on a cruise.
I want to know how you're going to feel if she comes out and she's like
a Republican.
Well, she obviously is, but when she comes out,
mid-drift,
honey, I was like, ooh.
Honey, that's a Pizza Hut pizza.
What if she just says it's Ambien and like a vodka tonic on the plane?
Honestly, I'll applaud her. I mean,
I'll applaud her.
I will. I think whatever she says is going to be great.
Republican, Democrat, we can all get around an Ambien vodka tonic mixture.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to just. This is going to sound horrible. Which Chelsea Handler did this on one of her specials,
and it changes their mind.
She drew pictures of her family, and she didn't remember drawing pictures of her family. Like her thing was, I'm going to drink a bottle of wine and Ambien. Like everybody jokes about that, or maybe not a bottle, maybe a couple glasses, but I think she did a bottle. So she took it. She was chit-chatty, da-da-da-da-da, drawing her dead brother, who she never talks about. It was angel wings. To her whole family as stick figures, because there was a therapist there saying, okay, tell me, like... So then she's like, I think I'm tired. And then she just went, and she was out, knocked cold. Next morning, she had no fucking clue what she did. None. And I'm like, it kind of gets to the bottom of your demons. Like, it kind of like you can't hold your... Now, was that the...
Is that the dialysis fan?
I don't know. And there's people working in the back alley. Like all of a sudden they just like brought bulldozers back there and they didn't explain to us what's happening. I'm like, how are we supposed? They're like, no. And I was like, this is my fucking garage.
You're like, here.
I'm like, I'm not trying to go past your bulldozer, you fuck.
God.
Anyway.
Well, I don't want to like reveal all my secrets, but in undergrad, I won't say what was mixed or anything, but
there was a mixture.
Similar. And one weekend I was walking around just having fun with friends and someone came up to me and went, it's the Green Fairy. And I was like, what? It's the Green Fairy. God. So the weekend before, apparently I had been, someone showed me a photo. They had a photo.
You were fucked up.
I was beyond fucked up and I was wearing a green sequins tutu with like a little like skirt thing, and I had a little wand, and I had like fairy ears or something. Like
I'm really proud of you though. That's pretty bold.
And I was like, oh yeah, that does look like me. And then I just was like, I have to go to dinner.
Like, did I suck your dick? Like, I'm sorry.
Right.
Like, who?
I did go in like the most masculine dorm on campus that night, where like they would just like their parties were wild. They would have doors open in all the rooms.
Yeah.
And they would just have straight porn playing on their TVs and just like a bunch of bros sitting around like just watching this.
So hot. Oh, it's got chills. It's so hot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to go.
And then you go in the bathroom and there's no dividers between the urinals and they're all just lined up.
And they're like kind of drunk. And
they're blacked out.
Hey, that's always the moment.
They're sharing a toilet to two guys peeing in one toilet because there's like so many people trying to pee. Like they share a toilet. That to me.
Every time I've been in the bathroom drunk and fucked up with other people, I'm like, let me see your dick. And they show me. So
exactly. We used to go to Brothers and Gasworks.
Yeah, I'd be like, show me your dick. And he's like, okay. It's like we went back.
Oh my God, that happened.
We were trying to like
Gasworks.
We were being really inappropriate.
We were being bad that night.
We were kind of being bad. We were trying.
Is that when we went back to their house in Grandview?
Yes.
Yeah. But
we're
then
like,
he
come on,
wanted to show us. So that's not our fault.
What's fucked up is this person, we won't mention names, but he would, this was like right before we started podcasting.
He kept getting it out. I know.
Like he kept pulling out his dick.
Yeah.
But then like we were like, okay, we'll handle
Can
you.
we like play with that?
And then I got
both of us looked at each other and I was like, are you sucking first? Like,
and then I was like, so then they had weed pens there, and I was like, good night.
I feel like that was when you were new to weed too.
I was.
Yeah. So
and
you
then
were
I was
like,
I was revamped in weed. Like I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I can
like-
do like pens every once in a while, like couple heads. Then I sat in the goddamn living room with some random guy that didn't even go out with us that night, but he was living there. And you left, and I was sitting there like, okay, we're watching like, I don't like, what's that
Yeah.
Canadian show? That's like
Letterkenny.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're watching Letterkenny, and I'm
funny.
like, what am I
But
doing
why
here?
am I here? Yeah. You were like, am I going to suck your dick or should I leave? He's like, yeah, you can leave.
Slutty little mouth.
It's true.
I mean, honestly, though.
He could have. He could have fucked
Straight
my
guys
slutty
at
little
3
mouth.
a.m.
There's nothing like it.
And if they're drunk or inebriated in any way or whatever, they want to play.
They want to show dick at least. At the very
Minimum.
least.
Yeah, they think it's funny.
They love getting out their wieners. Everyone.
I love when straight guys show
And
me
I do
their
too.
dick. Yeah.
So if you're straight and you like us, show us your dick. And we've asked that about 365 weeks.
And it's so far,
we've gotten none.
that's 10 years, right? Wait, no,
weeks?
there's
No.
52 weeks.
So it's a
I
little,
can't do math. I thought I was like months. What did you were you saying earlier?
Now-
You're like abstinent.
I know. I was reading the one word on the page and I was like, stop. It says like absent or something.
Okay.
And I'm like, abstinence.
So
Now also,
I had
I
something
kind
to
of,
mention.
yeah, you were saying something
Last night,
like
guys, so last night I went to this bar called Bosco's.
just a regular old bar. What kind of bar are we talking here for the people?
It's a bar where you might get shot outside.
It's gay.
It's a gay bar. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's a gay bar, but it's like
But it's kind of gay.
it's on South High, and it's
It's like straight guys probably go in there, like the DL guys. And
yeah,
they're-
the windows are blacked out, so you can't see
Old school.
outside. So even though it's like 4 p.m. and bright out, you can't tell. It seems like it's night. And so I would say the performers get their start there, type of deal.
yeah, it's a starter for
Some people settle in.
some
and
people
stick
don't ever
around.
leave.
But yeah. So I went and they had karaoke, which sounds great. The karaoke guy who started it out was wonderful. He's the host.
Of course, so he was
Sang a
singing
song I've never
65
heard.
songs.
But yeah,
the longest song ever.
the
too.
longest song that you've never heard of.
like-
it's like some type of black R&B song. You're like,
Oh my god, it always
Huh.
is. Right? Ooh, and I'm like, what?
you are
like you couldn't pick one that we all know.
No.
No, it keeps going
I'm
and
like,
going and
okay.
going.
So then finally other people come on. Now, the next like 7 songs are songs you've never heard of. No one is singing along. Everyone's trying to stare at the TV to read the words. Like, what? Which one is this? I mean, I guess his voice isn't terrible, but then half the people, it is terrible. So you have to deal with that. You have to be like,
Yeah.
this is the
John.
part. This is the part. Come along, everyone. Sing along. Oh, yeah. Let's sing along. They are the start
Listen,
of the
there
beginning.
are
and
some
they're-
people that I know growing up. We would go to her karaoke. She would sing Dixie Chicks, and she would dress up in her boots and everything. She's actually a really good
And
singer.
that's what I'm saying. Oh, no.
But it's like we went there for real, and it was like, oh no. And there would be like drunk men everywhere, and she was 16. Like it was
Yeah.
my friend's little sister.
I
It was
know,
like
it's sad.
so weird. But anyway,
But my point is, like, I left there and I'm like, that was the worst karaoke ever. Was that a dick?
yeah, it was pink. I was trying to show
Can
my
I
friend
see
Courtney.
it?
Yeah, I was like, I looked up pink dick.
Oh, I kind of like those. Well, not
that's not
the
pink.
strap-on
honey.
one.
There's one that I like that one.
Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, karaoke for me, the rule is do a song that you think half of your friends know. At least half. Not everyone. You
I'd
can
say
do a
three-quarter.
little 3/4, even better. Because the bar is not your friend group. They're just drunk people that are always around you because you're an alcoholic. So you need to make sure they
I'm
know
not
the
actually a
songs
fan.
too. I was Gary the bartender at AWOL.
Yes,
You recognize it.
yes.
Yeah. So I was talking to Gary Saturday night. I went to AWOL to visit my boyfriend. And I was telling Gary, like, I started looking around and all these people came up to me and acted like they knew me and were talking with me. And I'm like, Gary, everyone's an alcoholic. And he's like, yeah.
That's why I work here.
Like he told, no, literally.
It's called job
he
security.
said there are like a set 15 people who are always there almost every night.
I know exactly who. I know a
Spending
couple of
$40,
them.
$50 a night just drinking.
You know, and
It's just bizarre.
to me, it's really
Yeah,
sad.
It is. But back then, maybe when they started, that was the only place to meet other gay people.
Well, sure, but
So-
but what's really sad though is like you need to go there every night to drink just to like live and survive. Like, we got to talk about your life choices.
Yeah, like you should be able to sit on your couch and have fun.
And you have a good job. It's weird.
Yeah, and you have a good job.
Like a lot of them are
friends.
Like, very successful with friends.
So
drunk friends. So are they really friends or are they drunk
not.
friends?
I've realized that.
I've realized that too.
You leave college and you're like, they were just drunk friends. Like I just hung out with them every fucking, even roommates I've had, or I'm like,
some people
just
are
hung around them because they were
friends.
forced to live with me.
Right.
And we were drunk all the time.
Okay. So anyway, so make sure you pick a good song.
That's it. All right.
Honestly, stop being a dick and pick a good song.
Now, I've heard we have a voicemail this week, which is honestly, I feel a tingle down there. Something's getting firm.
It's my pussy. Okay. Is your dick firm?
No, I didn't take Cialis today.
I need Cialis.
I don't know how anyone gets hard without Cialis.
Honestly, I can't wait to get I can't wait to get on Ozempic, you skinny whore, and I can't wait to get on. Like, you're skinny.
Once you get skinny and you get your dick hard, you feel like you're a new person. It's a new life.
The world's your oyster.
Now we just have to get Botox and permanent makeup.
Now we just stop aging.
Okay.
Permanent makeup, is that what you said?
You know, when they like do your eyebrows and like eyeliner. It's
like tattoo it on.
Like, go ahead. Fucking make my face up.
Make me a star. All right.
Okay.
Okay, and to this person, we're about to play your voicemail, so you need to skip ahead. Probably, I mean, you left a 2 minute and 40 seconds, so go ahead and fast forward 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Hey guys, it's Aubrey, age 34. Well, I'm not well because I suffer from something that you guys talked about 3 weeks ago, because sorry, I am the worst friend in the world and it's taken me this long to call in. But that's because I suffer from this and anxiety, and I really, really don't want to hear my voice on the podcast because I listen every week because I love you. So I don't remember which one of you said about, I think it was like chewing on your lip until it bleeds, or like the inside of your cheek. And that actually falls under the umbrella of an OCD disorder. It's not 100% linked to it, but kind of linked to it because I have no idea what it actually is. But it's a body-focused repetitive behavior disorder. And it's like the same thing as biting your nails, which are like really, really, really common things. Some also common things, but less common or less talked about because there's so much shame around it, is pulling your hair, your eyelashes, your scalp, your eyebrows. And that's actually what I suffer from, along with skin picking. And that, which I don't have as bad, but that's sort of the same thing. Like if you have scabs and you can't like not pick at them, or like something on your face, the skin around your nails, stuff like that. So that all falls under this body-focused repetitive behavior disorder that is on the OCD spectrum. And they're also like linked with ADHD and anxiety. And of course, there's no cure. There's nothing to help. We're just kind of like stuck with this awful thing. If you guys have any actual questions about it, like I will call back in, and I swear it won't take me 3 weeks to do it. So it'll actually be like in conjunction with your episodes. But I love you guys. And I will definitely be skipping through this part next week.
Yay.
But bring back also your Bible verse stuff, because I grew up super uber religious, and I love hearing you guys actually read through these insane verses that just like I am in shock that like that's something that I wholeheartedly believed in like 20 years ago. So that's so fun for me. And plus just hearing you guys read them is a riot. So I love you. Please don't ever stop doing this podcast because it's the favorite part of my week. Bye.
This was like really fucking sweet.
Oh my god, she's the best.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
No, she's like really, in real. I want her you gotta meet her. Like she's actually the best.
I want her on the show. She speaks
like
so
Sabrina Meyer obsessed.
Clean, very well spoken. Even though she said she has anxiety, like very well spoken. Like you would never even know, but that's also probably part of it. Very interesting about the hair. I know somebody who did that. She would pull out her eyelashes, and I always ask her. I
do
like,
eyebrows.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I've thinned mine out so much.
I don't think
I just Matt's like, why are you pulling on your eyebrows again? And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
So you definitely have.
We just sit on the couch and
you do your nails and you do this.
I do this at work.
Yeah. You actually suffer from this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Just when I thought my anxiety was going well, here we are.
But again, I think it's very interesting.
Just different behaviors.
Where do we think it stems from, though? That's my question. Like, is it childhood trauma? Probably.
Jesus.
It's always trauma.
There's got to be something. Like, why am I anxious all the time?
Right. And then why do I have to pick? But that's also, it's
like,
your subconscious telling you to shut the fuck up. That's like, yes.
Maybe it is.
It is.
It's a way to be
It's
like.
distracting. That's what it's like.
Oh, I'm off my mind now.
So TMS is something that I've studied before. I can't tell you the name of it, but basically
TMS?
So basically it's a response that you have to trauma that becomes physical, so you don't have to deal with it mentally.
Ooh.
And so when I had a herniated disc in my back, I did have one at one point, but
you
went
read
away.
that book by that guru.
And I read the book, and I'm telling you, that motherfucker back there is not real. I'm telling you, it really like fucking works.
This book is real.
So like somatization of pain that happens to me a lot. So this is on that same spectrum. I think it's like your brain is trying to tell you, I don't want to think about this.
Yeah.
So we need to distract you.
Let's do something else.
Oh, there goes your back. You can't walk now. Oh, you can't go to this event that you were dreading anyway.
The real catch-22 is then you then feel worse about what you did. Like while it's happening, I'm like pulling my eyebrows out. I'm like, this is great. This is good. I feel at home. And then I go up and look in the mirror. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
They're so patchy now. My lip is literally chapped bleeding, or I'll get like a herpes outbreak.
Right. It's very.
But I don't really have herpes, everyone.
Well, I mean, I think we all kind of have some of it. We have a touch of herpes, right?
Just a touch.
Just have a touch of it. Just a little slight
You have a
swab.
little pustule on your penis right now.
I said oral, not anal is what I almost said, but like, oh no.
But
She's
you actually
spitting.
want neither. That's the thing.
Right. I definitely don't want anal though.
Oral or anal? Next question.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's you.
Oh.
If some guy asks you oral or anal,
Yeah, I'm
you'd
like-
probably say neither.
I'll lay on my side and give you a little.
That's really what I think.
I love it. I love that I'm making being a side, legitimately laying on your side.
Like, well,
Like you can watch TV. You can everyone. I'm just gonna lay here. Oh yeah, I might put my head on your like belly area.
that's a good idea. Like a reach behind your head. Like you're laying on their head. You're like,
fuck. Yep. We're just relaxing, hanging out, and
you're
you're
like
just getting a.
puts a little hair gel in.
It's bad. I think.
I think you're a full side.
I think I'm a full side. And
You're
I
a
think
side
I'm also,
activist, even.
I think I'm a full like freak. By that I mean.
Same.
By that I mean I'm not really doing what I want to do.
There may have been dick out
Sexually?
at the bar last night.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yours?
We can't say.
We can't. We don't. We won't
cannot
know. What happens at
confirm nor
Bosco's?
deny.
What happens at Bosco's karaoke stays there.
Oh my God.
It's karaoke night on Monday, and dicks are out. So that's what kind of gives you the vibe of.
That's exactly the type of bar it is. Like literally.
We're wondering why we're losing
One of
our
those
rights.
moments. One of those moments where you look up above the bar to see where the camera's located.
We're like, there's a drag queen on the stage, and
Yes,
we're like,
literally.
they can't ban drag as everybody's cocks out jerking off. It's like,
Literally, we're like, we don't give a fuck about that. Go ahead and ban that. Just don't ban this.
yeah, don't ban us.
Whatever happened to me at the bathhouse in Toronto, don't ban that.
I love. That's what I'm saying. I think I
like
live
anonymous,
for.
like
I live
just
for it.
random,
Live for
just
it.
like grabbing things.
I think if I didn't horse shame myself, I would have had a lot more dicks too when I was up and coming.
I horse shamed myself until the past 2 years.
I know. 'cause
Growing up in undergrad, I would have done everything.
I'll be laying on the goddamn bathroom floor.
Fuck.
I don't care how dirty it is. Come fucking.
It was group showers. All I had to do was pull back a thing and get in with. I mean, like, I took a group shower every morning in undergrad and at night. I would go in just to be like, oh, if he's taking a shower.
Oh, I would have taken 4 showers a day.
I took at least 2.
Oh, honey, I would have definitely been in the
always
shower.
like-
I'd be like, oh, I got to brush my
I
teeth
saw
now.
so many guys jerking off in the showers when they
so
thought
hot.
that the little shower curtain was pulled all the way to the edge. But if you like walked by, you could see them just standing there, like,
So fucking hot.
I mean, literally.
I mean, that's when like seeing dick was really
Brand
entertaining
new,
and fun.
too,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was brand new. So like it was like,
and it was like
thrill.
young, fresh dick because we were all 20.
Again, fresh dick. That's
Fresh
also very
dick.
key.
Wow, sorry, we're on a reminiscing phase here.
Well, speaking of reminiscing, I do believe that your first subject is a little bit reminiscent. And I
So-
kind of went to town on this, by the way.
I love that you did because I need some fluffing. Yeah.
After last night, I don't know if you do. You shady little whore.
Well, I didn't say it was me.
I know.
So, yeah, I was thinking back randomly about teachers. Because my neighbor is a teacher and I love her to death. And I'm like, as an adult, I'm talking to her and I'm like, Stephanie is the coolest person ever. Like, she's just like, you know, like the perfect teacher. then I'm thinking back to how cool I thought some of my teachers were when I was like in 7th and 8th grade. And I'm like, do her students think of her that way? Because like I used to be that brown noser teacher. I was the closeted, super smart gay kid. So of course, like I'm going to be friends with the teachers. Smart. I didn't have any friends. Like everyone, smart. People bullied me. Yeah, but I was smart, so they liked that. They appreciated that I paid attention in class. I knew all the answers. I clearly had read. I engaged. Blah blah blah. So they liked me from that standpoint. But then they also liked my little sassy. Like my one teacher in 8th grade wrote on the report card, "He's so witty." Oh, I had to look up what the word. Good. When they say you're witty, they mean you're gay and you're fun. Like everyone's
that's
witty.
Really actually kind of funny.
That's like a gay phrase. Like that means you're gay.
I thought when you get talked so much in class, you were gay too. I was like,
you're witty, and then the one I got in 4th grade, he needs more male friends. That combo should have given it away. Sad. Like, how did I not know I was fully gay? You know,
you did.
I did though. I just was like, I can't be.
No, the Lord.
So I always think back and I'm like, these teachers were so fun. And I remember one time in 8th grade, like they started letting me go into the teacher's lounge with them.
Because you were being bullied that bad?
Because like, yeah, I had no one to like hang out with during lunch or the lunch break.
Why do people like...
So they literally would be like, I mean, you can come in here and sit on the couch and like talk with us or whatever.
You were that kid.
So they would be like having coffee after their, home packed lunch because they're paid probably $30 a year. They're very poor. And yeah, we would just like all chat. And I'm just chatting with the teachers in 8th grade.
So now imagine if you were a teacher... And you had that age group, you'd be like, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to talk to them about. Like
very heart-stopper.
The generation, like, yeah, because they were the generation growing up in like the 60s and 70s. I'm sitting there about to get a cell phone. Some people had flip phones in my,
yeah.
So those teachers were probably like, oh,
this is not good.
What do we talk about?
Yeah, like,
and yet I was able to talk about anything
because you were smart and you were with it.
I can like fit in anywhere.
Yeah, I think teachers are very interesting. The teachers lounge was always.
It felt so strange.
See, I was never allowed to go in.
I'm like looking around like.
Yeah, because they would open the door and I was like, they have a Coke machine.
Yeah, they had everything in there. They had everything.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Even at my Catholic school, yeah.
I mean, it's great. Now, the teacher's lounge, I never actually went in there, but I always wanted to. But I also had a favorite teacher named, that's her maiden name. I won't tell you her new name. So she was my favorite teacher. She was 25, I think. She was like fresh out of college. She was hot.
She's still fun.
Oh, yeah. So 6th grade, blah, blah, blah. She's the one that had the meeting about my self-esteem with my mom, blah, 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 blah. So fast forward to when I was like 21 or 22. I mean, I was not very... My mom used to go hang out at Ashley, my friend Ashley's Hosewater Girl.
Okay.
Her mom's house. On the back porch, they used to call it Vintage Venters, and they would drink wine and vent about the day.
I fucking love that.
So I was there. Somehow, for some reason, going to drive my mom, I think, home. Like, I think I was being nice. And Tracy wanted to go home too, but she had a little too much venting, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God.
So what I did was I was like, I'll just follow you. So I literally smoking cigs with my teacher too. She's a smoker, full blown smoker. I was really pissed when I found out, but even though I was already smoking.
I love this. So your teacher, you're like,
so she's driving, smoking cigs, like going kind of swerve. I mean, it was kind of bad. And I was like, oh my God, my Miss Tracy, and like following her. And I followed her all the way home so that she could get home safe and no cop would come behind her. This is my 6th grade teacher. Do you know what I mean? So like that's my experience with. So then I realized
I fucking love her.
Oh, she is absolutely
like
beyond the coolest.
She's like, it's not safe, but it will be safer if you follow me.
And I will say, I did date her niece. It was the last girl. I never touched her vagina or anything.
Okay, well, you're in the clear then.
That was probably a clear sign for her as well when she's like, don't you want to mess around? I'm like, I was really upset. Oh my God, I'm going into something right now and I'm having a core memory.
I know.
So I went to her house one time and I was always scared about hooking up, especially sober. Like,
oh my God, no.
So she was like, don't you want to like, and I was like, I don't know. I don't feel like I need to just, and I kept, yes, it was so awkward. Now that I think about it, that poor thing. And then she got back with her ex who was abusive. But I mean, we all have our paths and we all have our moments.
Especially in Georgia.
Yeah. So anyway.
That is so sad, actually. Like one of my best friends in undergrad.
I was panicking.
Got really upset and mad with me because she felt like I led her on. And I remember going to her basement.
Yep.
And she was the valedictorian and I was like the salutatorian or whatever. But we went to prom together even. So I wore a white tux and she was so cute. And
you probably thought she really was hot and you really wanted to want it.
But then when we went in her basement and her mom was like, okay, you two enjoy the movie. And we were like watching a movie and she was totally expecting me to like make a move.
Her?
No, not even that. Just like put my arm around her.
No, you're like, oh, this is a great.
And I was like making jokes and I was like, I don't know. Maybe we should like, I just like didn't want to like.
Oh my God, you're giving me the uh-oh feeling, but this is the
felt
feeling I had.
So bad
you're
for
like
her.
Trapped?
Now. Like looking back now, I'm like, but at the time I was so like.
But you wanted it so
I know.
bad.
I was like, I'm supposed to want to
click.
This like when all the other guys were like, we made out in her basement or I fingered her, like whatever. And I'm like, I had to sit in her basement. And I wanted to leave.
Yeah. Or I wanted to like play Barbies.
Oh yeah, I loved her house. She had
I love the B-word, babe.
She had a secret office bedroom behind the library door. So you push open the library door. Secret.
A secret garden.
And they were Jewish, which I always found that interesting. I didn't know if that was like related, but
well,
it was really fun.
You know her dad's cut. So that's the
key.
I gave him everything. I
would
was
have.
half a virgin when I met him.
Oh, was he hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but like
Actually,
there is nothing hotter than the high school friend dads. My female friends in high school, their fucking dads, if they were ever like cutting the grass or like cleaning up the yard, and I would come over and just be like, oh, your dad's outside working. She's like, oh, I know. It's
sick.
So annoying.
He has his shirt off. Sick.
Yeah,
And you're like,
I'm sorry.
gross.
They'd be like, I'm sorry. And I'd be like,
don't be sorry.
Sorry, this hairy dad bod sweating. Like, he's going to come in and talk to me like, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, yeah, good, sir. How are you? It's like, I want to fuck you. And by that I mean,
I would have sucked so many dads in high school.
Off. So many neighbor dads.
I know it was illegal, but like illegal on their end, not for me.
Right. Like, I'm sorry.
I literally would have done.
Bitch, I was a cart boy, okay? I would have bent over right in that fucking cart barn and been like, oh, fuck.
Oh, my God, cart boy.
Yeah, I was a cart boy, babe. I had to clean them.
You collected the cart.
I collected the carts and cleaned them and then plugged them in. I was a cart boy at the cart barn.
Oh, my God. Sir, can I get you another Bud Light?
Oh, it's so annoying. I'd be like, oh, you have a good time tonight?
Hey,
can I clean your clubs? I'd want $1.
Oh, you see how I clean this? I can do it real good.
God. Yeah. So, I mean, the amount of times I could have been bent over in the cart barn.
You should have, too. Oh, my God.
I wish. Honestly, I wish I was the town whore and they all could have just used me.
Now, that's a fucking story.
It is. The cart barn, babe. Oh. Now.
Are you shickety shaking?
I miss my mouth, so.
Oh. She missed her mouth.
Now.
I feel like I should get a seltzer.
Go ahead.
I don't know why I'm so fucking thirsty.
I know.
Oh, probably because Yes.
Hi, gay.
I'm not actually a fan.
I gave him.
Was in that fucking weed.
Oh,
now she went from work to watching movies.
Yeah.
I was recently out with some straight friends.
I like that guy.
And we were chatting, and this man walked by me and spit on my face and said, "Fuck you." So as soon as my erection went down, I was shocked.
He's great. Have you even watched his special?
Joey sent me that. I'm like, this is.
He's absolutely incredible. I've watched his special. It's good.
I didn't know
it's
he
like a
had
YouTube.
one. What's his name?
It's like, I don't know. It's Gay McGee.
Gay McGee. Gay McGee sounds right.
So anyway,
You're eating a lot of bar food when on your trip. I just thought of that. I don't know why. When you said special and Gay McGee, I was like, chicken wings coming right up.
which I could do a wing.
Oh, you can. I've seen you suck on a bone.
I love sucking on bones, only selectively though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
On the side. Can't move. I'm basically Terry Schiavo giving hand jobs, and that's how it's supposed to be.
She gives them with her eyes because it's the only part.
Sometimes
that
I
moves.
just have to look at you, and you'll come. Wouldn't that be a power?
She's looking at the balloon.
He's like, oh God, her husband's like jerking off. Oh God, I am going to hell.
He's got Pornhub in the background.
I'm going
she's
straight
just
to
laying
hell.
there staring at a balloon.
She's like, this motherfucker. I can't say.
I can't wait to haunt him.
Oh, Terry fucking Schiavo.
She's coming back. She's coming back. She'll haunt us too. I don't give
I know.
a fuck.
Honestly, just bring it, bitch. I don't really, you know.
Nothing happens. You just feel a presence.
That's right. And you're like, you just feel paralyzed
You
for a
can't move
moment.
in the afterlife. I cannot.
I'm not actually a fan.
Now, moving on past Terry Schiavo and her mental illness, or not mental, it was physical fitness.
Moving not Terry.
Not Terry Shive. honey, Terry Shreveport. Now, I do want to talk about something that is really stupid, but yet very impactful. Are we moving to me now?
The
Or is that
story,
what's
of your,
happening?
the story of your life?
Yeah. It's kind of like...
Okay.
Okay, so...
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Now, everyone, I need to say something.
Yeah.
The Saggets are... they are literally striking.
God.
I don't know if you watched the Fran Dresser, like, press conference. I have never in my life listened to somebody so intently and
I
be
know.
like, oh, my God. Because, okay.
She connected it to everything.
So read my
Okay.
list, because I
All
can't
right.
read.
So a UPS strike.
Oh,
would
wait.
immediately-
Let's go to the next page. Well, UPS is going to strike, too. Basically, there's a lot of strikes about to have more fucked.
Okay, this is what AI told Bobby. The actors' strike will have the following.
No, actually, I
effect.
wrote... Okay.
You wrote this? Okay.
I wrote it and said, can you clean it up?
Oh, I love. Okay. Actors go on strike, halting the production of new quality shows. Very true. The lack of new content leads to a decrease in viewership. Yup. Fewer viewers result in less effective advertising, impacting companies' profits. Lower profits may lead companies to lay off workers to cut costs. Laid off workers have reduced purchasing power, decreasing demand for goods, including food. Reduced food demand impacts the agricultural sector, supply chains, and transportation industries. Adding to this, the ripple effect could extend to makeup artists, costume designers, set designers, and other behind-the-scenes professionals who lose work due to halted productions. Video and audio technicians, editors, and post-production staff, and also face job losses. Wow. Local businesses near filming locations, such as catering service, accommodation providers, and retailers. The tourism industry might also take a hit, especially in areas popular for film-related tourism.
So
you're just really painting a bleak picture
I'm really
here.
deep
You're
diving,
really-
but I really want to
it's true.
say I have another one of those you're going to read about UPS.
I can't wait.
Because UPS is going on strike as well, apparently the end of the month.
Good.
And if
Yes.
they do,
It's over.
I feel like we all should just do it then, because at this point, you're going to shut down any
yeah. Packages.
right deliveries. You don't have people acting. You don't have people shipping. We're going to have to USPS.
You're gonna
and
pack
watch
it.
C-SPAN.
You're gonna ship it.
No.
You're gonna pack
Well,
it. You're gonna ship it.
And
What
you're
movie
not.
is that from?
And you're going to have to...
So I pack this and then I.
I don't know, but I feel like
You're
I
gonna
know.
ship it. Lots of luck, smart ass.
I don't know.
Or something like that. It's Mrs. Doubtfire when he gets that new job,
Which is
packing and shipping.
Which is a good thing to keep that in mind, because I
Oh.
forgot to say something about that.
I know. I can't.
Now,
Okay, so everything is
So-
getting shut down and it's rippling.
and her and Fran Dresser did this like crazy speech, and I was listening to it, and
was
it
like,
really got me.
Corporations, the CEOs.
She's like, this is unfucking believable. She's like, I don't care what sector, not
Yeah.
just the, and so what it is basically is just like regular people, actors. Yeah, they make millions of dollars.
Some of
right?
them.
Some of them.
Some of
a lot of
them.
them don't. to be honest with you.
95% do
don't.
not.
Right. So you have these like people who are your extras in all these shows
Yeah.
you love to watch, Game of Thrones, and all that stuff, and they're getting paid minimal, and they're trying to use AI now.
Yeah.
Did you know? Yeah.
To scan them one
One
time.
time.
They get paid for one day's work to be scanned, and they read a bunch of lines and every word that they can read to get the AI to learn them.
Yep.
And then they're going to be like Princess Leia in the Star Wars, even though she's dead. Like,
Yep.
what the fuck?
Yeah. So it's a
How
concern.
is that? And that was an actual proposal, like given to the actors. Like,
Literally.
hey, would you guys sign off on this? Like,
It's like no.
no.
So these are the big production companies. These are the big like gurus, and so they're like, so an actor might make $1 million, but the producer / whatever is making like $500 million.
Yes.
And so it's the same when it comes to big corporations. So like it is
Yeah.
very parallel to what's
The
happening.
CEO of the studio of Paramount or wherever, they're going to make the money.
and
They
I
get the returns.
and now I do have sort of a conundrum about this though, only
Yes.
due to
Okay.
like we did get to go skiing. I'll just say that.
We don't hate all CEOs.
I actually think that a lot of people deserve their a lot of people do deserve their income, but I also think we could cut it back even by like 10% and
he's
you're
a
gonna be fine.
he's a Marxist except for his family.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what? We got to
I'm a socialist until it
bleed
cuts
the
into my
rich.
family,
and
and
then
then
you're
like,
but for
just
me,
kidding. There's an exemption for some people.
no, and it's different. Even with her, like
It is
it's-
different.
I
It's
promise.
different.
Like,
No, she's
this
getting
is
paid
all-
by a board. She's
yeah,
not running.
This
She's
is
not
a
the
whole
one,
industry, and the entertainment industry is so massive and,
And
so
so
centralized at the
corrupt.
top Oh yeah,
I've heard a lot of really bad things
Remember
too about
Harvey
it.
Weinstein, the casting couch?
Well, there's supposedly some new like show out about
like
trafficking,
Oh yeah,
and apparently it's like not good.
Okay,
So
I'll take your word for it.
Now, I just want you to read a few examples off the UPS one because I really do feel like I like that one. Because UPS, if they strike, here's some things that could happen.
I didn't realize this. A UPS strike would immediately disrupt the delivery of goods. This could affect everything from small businesses that rely on UPS for shipping to large corporations that use UPS for their logistics needs. The disruption in delivery services could lead to delays or cancellation of orders. This could result in lost sales and decreased profit for businesses. Consumers might face shortages of goods, especially for items that are primarily available online or are typically shipped directly to homes. The strike could also impact industries that rely heavily on timely deliveries.
It goes on.
If it's prolonged, businesses might need to find alternate shipping methods, which could be more expensive. Indirectly, sectors like fuel services, vehicle maintenance, and even commercial real estate could also be affected. This is true. It's
like all connects.
That's why they're like, oh, let them strike. No, dear business owner, like you need to figure this shit out.
And you know
Don't
what really
let them
fucking
strike.
sucks
They
is that
shouldn't
it's
have
the
to.
small businesses that are going to be affected.
I know because they rely the most on it.
Just like this Bud Light bullshit.
Like Walmart could probably just create a shipping
they're
department
fine.
within their own Walmart division and be like, we've got our shipping set up. The small businesses are like, we have either the post office, which is terrible, slow, and inefficient.
Oh my God, it's
but getting
so bad.
better, but still bad. Or we have UPS or FedEx or like DHL. Like we don't have a lot of options to ship.
No, and
so they will be affected most.
And there's already a healthy amount of customers on both of them, so like they can't take on all of UPS's.
No.
It'll never fucking. So basically, get your fucking Prime shit now because by the end of the month, you're gonna be waiting 2 weeks for fucking a goddamn hairbrush. It's
Not
true.
my
It
hairbrush.
sucks. It
Not my
sucks.
hairbrush.
No new shows. No new. And that's why.
That's the other thing is like you want Stranger Things to come out. It won't come out for 3 years.
Handmaid's Tale. You know why it's not coming out until 2025 because they can't even. They're not doing it now.
I think Stranger Things said 2027.
I think a lot of them said like it's.
They're talking like 3 extra
This
years.
is really bad. Like I think people like,
they're
laugh at them
fine.
like, oh, Fran Dresser.
There's too much on Netflix anyways. It's like,
y'all, the only reason we work is because of them. I mean, literally the reason that we work is for entertainment. You take away the entertainment, what do you have?
Nothing.
You're not going to be. I'm telling you, an industry.
You know the whole
apart.
concept of Netflix and chill. We'll take the Netflix out of it. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Drink on the couch and finger bang my best friend.
Fuck. This is gonna go back. We're going back to the We're going back to the 90s.
It's gonna be like what we had to do.
I know. So actually,
Let's
we're
watch,
ready.
TRL.
What's really great
Put
though is that we
TRL
are
on.
prepared for like an apocalypse.
We are so ready. We could be fine with it.
I never thought
I
of
could
this.
watch reruns on TV from
No, but like we grew up without the phones, without that, and without internet. We knew what it was
We
like
would
to
be
go
fine.
look at it for an encyclopedia. We know we're actually like set up for success because when
I've
shit
never
goes
thought
down,
of
me
this.
either.
So like Last of Us, we are going to be the ones leading the way.
Right, because we're gonna be able to read books,
Yeah,
find
like,
the books in the library.
It's, like,
we're
it's
gonna be
okay.
able to,
Here's how you do it, guys.
like we don't need to. Oh my god, what if we've been trained?
That's weird.
It's weird.
What if it's on purpose?
Right, like what if
What
we're
if
prepared
the simulation's like we need one more generation to be ready
and we're ready
for
we're
when
the ones.
AI takes over and all the humans
And we're gonna be
die.
the ones like, no, we got to do it without AI. This is how you count money.
because
this
AI
is how
is
you
gonna
tell
kill us
time.
all.
This is how you're gonna have to go back to like not doing stuff on machines. This is like a movie.
The singularity is coming.
I'm gonna write a movie now that everybody's on strike. Also, don't take a job right now. That I want to say that to you. We might get some offers. We're not taking any jobs. We're not accepting any jobs right now until the strike is over because we're gonna be a scab. And
I know. I looked this up. We cannot be a scab.
We're not scabs.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. So next topic.
Next topic,
which
is a good one and a funny one, and you have to put some videos in, and it's going to be easy because they're on.
Oh, I saw it. Oh, honey, I looked
sent
it
you
all up.
Okay, good.
Oh, I
It's
read all about
amazing.
it. It's
Like,
insane.
It's like, huh.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit going on now with that.
There's some problems here. So I found out from Herrera.
I'm sorry?
Herrera show.
Okay.
It looks like Herrera with 2 R's in the middle.
I looked her up. I was
Herrera.
like, when you sent me I was like, what is Herrera Plantation? I'm like, what the fuck?
Literally.
But I figured it out.
So Herrera, we'll call him the English way. He used to like help on porn sets and like writes the coolest blog pieces, and I love his Instagram page. Like his Instagram page is amazing. Oh yeah, well you like click a link in the Instagram link.
Oh yeah,
the profile.
Well,
thing.
yeah, the shit that I'm.
So it's not like So the shit that you do in yours. And he pointed out recently this thing I've never heard of called Poverty Core. So there's this brand called Magnolia Pearl, and I need everyone to look this the fuck up.
It is absolutely. I mean, I did not know anything about it. And I looked it up and I go,
I didn't either. It's hideous. Like, first of all, the clothing is disgusting.
First of all, who's wearing this?
Like, if
are we in the middle of the woods?
It's like
wood
the Olsen
people.
twins, but worse. It literally is the Olsen
it's like
twin.
the Olsen twin that doesn't do anything.
Right.
That's the
it's
look.
the third one who's just out there.
Yeah, the third one.
The third triplet.
It's Stephanie.
They tried to kill her at birth, but she lived.
She's there.
So
no, it's like Ashley.
just
She's like
grimy. It looks like
this would be an outfit.
It looks like they're cleaning a chimney. Like they have
They
like
look-
strands and like cut strings. You know, it's just like.
So imagine a homeless person in the 1920s.
Oh my god,
That's the look.
accurate.
It's poverty core, babe.
But
it's like we're waiting in line for soup.
It's $1,000 though for like a T-shirt.
I know. I was like,
I literally looked at prices online. I went to the website and I was like, oh, and like it's one of those brands. It's for like white women with dreads, which
And
is
money.
already problematic. You're
like rich white girls who like do like
why do you have that
tantric
hairstyle?
sex,
Why do you
like-
have that? Why do you have that black hairstyle?
and they're like doing tantric sex.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
What are they called? Yeah, what do they call them?
Open up your chakra. Oh, my punani.
Feel it in your core.
Literally, and then they go put this on.
And then they make $1,000
but
to go buy
one
their
of-
fucking Magnolia
One
pearl.
of the campaigns was Plantation core.
Now this is back in 2012,
yeah, so
I
it was a
believe.
little bit back, but you know what?
But not that far back,
Not that
baby.
far back.
We're still with
not
Obama
that
already.
Far back, yeah. So they had models and outfits ranging from 2,500 plus in plantation style outfits where they were the slaves, but they were white.
taking pictures, white people in the
in
fields.
potato sacks in the fields with hoes, playing with potatoes.
Hose and hose.
Hose and hose. And it's like, okay, so how did this get by?
How did
this
get
get
here?
allowed? And like even watching it now, it's so cringe that you just
We'll play the
can't-
video.
It-
I mean, it's crazy. When I read this and I go, what the fuck is he
couldn't
talking
believe
about? And I was
have
like,
to show this to Bobby.
I need to know if anybody, first of all, if any of our listeners have ever wore this.
Have you ever worn it?
Honestly,
do you know anyone
I
who's
won't
bought
rip
it?
you. Like, I just need to know.
You know that there are moms out there who has a friend who wears it.
Oh,
You got to try this.
is a
Magnolia Pearl
a
came
Sherry,
out with.
A Sherry wears a Sherry.
Brenda.
Sherry with pink nails still, but she's like 55. She's like,
Oh, I'm so grunge.
oh, I love my Magnolia Pearl. Do you know they have now? They have boho chic homeless person ones. And you're like,
no, they probably done that.
no.
It's
can I
just, yeah.
make a comment about the word core?
Yeah, what is
Because
up with
everybody's
it?
using it like Barbie core now.
I know, I've seen it.
I'm
It's
like, okay. Gay core?
I'm also just kind of like,
Are you hardcore bitch or are you stupid?
right. And I think that's where they got it from. And it's like, you're not. It's not really
It's Gen
core.
Z. They're
Just 'cause
fucking
you throw,
so
If you
stupid.
throw something pink on, you're not, and go to see a premiere
You're
Barbie,
not Barbie core.
You're not Barbie core.
You didn't play with Barbies without internet.
Right. It's one outfit. You're not Barbie core all of a sudden. Like, don't take a
Girl,
picture.
you're
like,
wearing pink. You're wearing a pink
You're
t-shirt.
wearing pink. We all wore pink.
Wearing pink and white sneakers. And
Bobby has a nice white pink.
I love a good pink. We know
I know.
that.
We know we love pink.
Send us your pink dicks.
Yeah, I love that.
I think it's really crazy. This is crazy.
That it's
and I think this
still-
week, while
and it's
I'm
still around because I went on their Instagram. Magnolia Pearl is still around selling the
think-
same shit.
when I'm on vacation, I'm just like perusing around, like in
Yeah.
the pool or like whatever I'm doing. I'm gonna literally think about a style to come up with, and I'm gonna present it to you next time we meet.
Bobby
like
core.
it's gonna be like a core, It's gonna
Camp
be some-
core.
Oh,
It's just like dirty jock straps.
it's just
and
dirty
stinky
gay
teeth.
camp
Yeah.
core, just poppers. Which what's his name gave a Troye Sivan. The new song's kind of cool. Rush.
Rush is a good song. That video is.
Poppers. Yeah, no.
The video gives me thoughts. Like I kind of want to take some of those twinks and just shove them into a wall.
Can I say that? Wait, that's like a legit feeling.
I see them now. I saw a couple at Union the other night, and I was like, I really want to just.
Fuck the fucking hell
Yeah.
out of you. Okay,
I wanna
I'm not the only one.
I want you to go.
Yeah, like I want to like
You know, like,
I want to like kind of hurt
Yeah,
you.
I would like an ow.
I'd like a oh don't do that, daddy. And I'm like okay. I wouldn't hurt you, but I want to be able to manhandle you a little bit.
It might hurt.
Speaking of manhandling,
As long as you approve and we know the safe word. Okay, what?
now you did send me a Instagram post about twins. Now, what's interesting about this is that I also discovered something else.
Okay.
Now, the twin situation is very interesting. I was taking pictures of hot redheads.
I found a Reddit page that has football bulges, NFL football.
Okay, now these are the island. Do you remember the Island Boys?
Yeah, that we think they got molested by like Jeffrey Epstein or
they
something.
did. And by that I mean I don't know how they can't
Allegedly.
be.
Allegedly.
This shit right here. Sorry, this is really bad for the audio. These are brothers.
Wait, they're brothers?
They're twin brothers.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Look
wonder
at
why they
them.
had such hideous tattoos. They have to match. So
Yep.
that is not a kiss.
That's not a kiss on a brother kiss.
That's not a brother on brother kiss.
But so I was kind of curious though, because then coincidentally you sent me that thing. You're like, what's going on here? And I'm like, so I've seen multiple sets of twins that are fucking each other or like doing weird stuff. And I'm thinking, let me see what I exactly wrote.
Oh my God.
The question is, are brothers being sexual with each other hot? Because Jim also unearthed another Instagram with twins being whores. Isn't this incest, or is it just for money, but also ill? Like, I don't know how to.
Yeah, I know.
And that was me, not AI.
L.
Ew. I added the ill.
No, but when I was younger, when I was first coming out,
this is what I say.
there were like these like Romanian or like Czech twins that
we all know who
actually,
they are. Yeah.
And they were like skinny twinkishy, but like I definitely watched that.
Here's the thing, and I feel like we need to admit,
why
like, I think I don't know, because it's taboo.
But this is when I was closeted though, too, like, or not fully out.
I've always had a thing.
Maybe because it's taboo.
If you give me a set of ginger twins, oh my god,
you would get Eiffel Towered immediately.
Oh, you can do whatever you want to
they
me,
could
but also
switch holes, and you wouldn't even make them wipe their dick off.
Like, I wonder if brothers fuck other girls. I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what an Eskimo brother is, or something?
I know brothers of different generations. Like, I know brothers who were not twins. I knew a senior and a freshman brother who fucked the same girl in my high school class. And I was so fucking jealous of her because the one brother was a wrestler and the other was a football player.
And she knew what both their dicks looked like.
I still have the page in my yearbook from high school.
They signed it
with his bulge in his wrestler photo. There was a shot of him, and he had to wear brown, and like
he was
you could
18,
see his fucking dick.
Senior, 18.
Well, I haven't looked at it in forever, but I remember when I was in high school, when that yearbook came out, my year was met.
So I need to.
What is it about the brothers?
I need to understand, because it's not just brothers.
It's
either.
twins too.
Twins, brothers, uncles,
dads
son. And sons is a big thing.
There's some dad and sons.
There is one in particular that I saw that for some. I'm sorry I'm admitting this, but I don't care. Like, fuck it, I don't really care. It was on like Sean Cody, I think, or it was what was the one?
Randy Blue, Corbin Fisher,
something like that. Yeah. One of those where they all used to, like, straight guys would sit on the couch and jerk off.
Yep.
One was a father and a son, like real father and son, and the father was like way smaller than the son, and like all that. And I was like, I don't know why this is like hot to me, because it's not, but it is.
No, it is.
Do you know what I'm saying, though?
So, 100. Why do you think they made it? It obviously is to most people.
But like, it wasn't like I was like jerking off to it, but I was like, this is like, well, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but what I'm saying is that I thought it was very interesting, like that. And then so all this is coming up, and I'm like, wait a second, though, is this hot? Is it taboo?
And that's what happens as you get older. You're like, is it really hot?
It's not,
because like when I sent you these twins, I was like, individually they're each hot.
Right.
Together, I'm starting to be like,
question my choices.
I would never want to fuck my brother.
Well, and some of their pictures, I'm like, are you about to finger your brother's asshole? Like,
yeah, it's like, why are you doing that? Money.
And I think it's all money.
I know, but for like 17,000 followers, is it worth it?
That's all they have?
Yeah, the couple I sent you only had like 18.
The couple? You mean the brothers?
The brothers?
The couple brothers.
But I just can't.
I know. So I'm glad I finally. Like, I think people need to admit this. Like, I think it is a taboo thing, because even you do like there's all porns about that shit. Yeah, stepmom and
why do young straight boys want to fuck their stepmoms?
Right. I think it's all just the taboo.
Love it. They're like, oh, I want to fuck dad's mom. Odysseus.
There's just
oh wait.
Yeah, no. This is what brings me back to it. It's like Roman and Greek shit, though. No, but it is though. Like, I know you said Odysseus for some other reason.
Sorry,
but what I'm saying is that it's for real.
You think it's a real?
No, because I think naturally, if we were natural without any set rules,
you'd have to fuck your stepmom.
You'd want to fuck your dad would let you fuck your stepmom.
Dad would
probably
be
like, go fuck.
Well, they did share. Yeah,
they went to bathhouses together. The men shared each other. The men shared boys.
Literally, and it was fine.
And it was fine. So by no means does this mean that it was right.
No,
but I think
we're not
it's one of those things that is.
But when you look back, it's like
it's almost like a natural response to.
Yeah, the men can go down together. The
men teach the boys how to be men.
Literally, the dads would take their men to get their first whore. That was normal. To like their first
your dad's
time,
dick was normal.
Your dad's paying for your first time.
Now, have you ever seen your dad's cock?
1,000,000 times.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's big. Daddy has a big dick.
James
has a big dick. Papa Jim. Yeah, he always would walk around naked after a shower. He'd be like, time to go change. And then if he didn't have something in his bedroom, he'd walk the whole hallway down to the laundry room and back around.
But I think that actually is more That's why you don't care about nudity.
No, that's why I'm like walking around naked. I'm like, whatever.
Like, okay,
It's
we're gonna go see anything? Okay.
Which I have gotten yelled at before.
When you can just be naked with people, and
Yeah.
it gets a little sexual at camp, but like,
Well, camp is different.
well, camp, you're like, oh, that's.
But family, it's like, okay.
right. Like, what do you think this is going to be? Well, for some of the twins, they make money, so walking around naked together.
Oh my god.
And some of them do that weird cat. It's one thing to do a peck. It's that.
That sound. Those island boys.
First of all, those island boys.
They
what
sounded
the
like they
fuck?
were eating out a conch fritter.
But like, who are they anyway? I can't. I could go into fucking.
I don't know. Actually, you're the one who brought them up.
So anyway, don't fuck your brother
Yeah.
unless you're gonna make money. Now that could be the name of this episode. Don't fuck your brother unless you're gonna make money.
That is.
It
the
might
name.
be.
Then that is it.
Now, sundries. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to?
I feel like you need to because this
Yeah.
is. Yep.
I'm just like, I just want to make a comment. I don't
Yep.
really have a lot of research on it.
No,
Just-
no.
You
Well,
just
you don't need
Google
to.
it.
You don't
Just
fucking
Google.
need to.
There is so much going on with the Republicans and the LGBTQIA plus, specifically the T's and the
Yep.
pluses.
Yeah.
I don't understand it though. It is like kind of embarrassing that this is the platform that they are like. I mean, they're promoting their shit to people who are hating. They hate people anyway.
Yeah.
So like they have to.
It's
do
like you don't
this,
have to
but-
promote it. Like you guys
But
already
it's
hate everyone.
crazy. I mean, this is like, again, less than, was it 1% of the population is trans? And we're going to
Yeah.
literally ban them from living, is what they're trying to do.
Like Republicans don't even know trans people, and they're just like those trans people.
oh, they're grooming and they're molesting. It's
They've
like,
never seen a drag queen or gone to a show. They've watched one little 30-second clip on YouTube or the dark web or whatever the fuck they use, and they're like, all of them are bad.
it's,
Oh, really?
I'm just not
you haven't
sure.
met a single trans person, but you want to ban them from living?
I'm just not sure how we're going from like,
I'm just not sure how we went from like Trump building a wall to this.
it's just bizarre
But
to me.
it was quick. It was quick. And it's semi-expected.
It's expected, but it's just bizarre. I just don't understand how
It is a little
we're
creepy.
here.
No, it's honestly
There's
creepy.
so
that
many other
this
issues.
many Republicans are obsessed with trans people. I'm like, so how many of you really want to know more about them / fuck them? Because you should not be so obsessed.
How
It's
many
less-
are fucking them?
There are less trans people in the U.S. than most states. Like it's like the state of Georgia is how many trans people are in the whole country.
in the whole country, and we're so
But
worried about
you are
them.
worried about them.
Swimming or whatever.
I'm not actually a fan.
Or like using a bathroom in an airport.
A bathroom. And Jinx had a
Do you
really
know how
good.
disgusting the bathrooms in the airport are? Like yeah,
Jinx had the
brought
best
that
joke
up.
though. She's
Yeah.
like, when I was a boy
yeah.
growing up, I was told to go to the girls' restroom.
Yep.
Now that I've grown up, I'm being told to go to the boys' restroom
as a full woman.
As a woman,
And looks very feminine. Like
it's just interesting.
makeup, hair,
and
heels.
just like about the whole like
It's like, so
airport
you want
security, like,
biological, and then you want the very masculine trans men who have vaginas to go into the women's restroom.
And
they
you'd have no
they
idea.
have facial hair, chest hair.
I will say the trans men.
They're right. Oh, they're
The trans
hot. I know,
men
it's
can
not-
get away with like being
can get
cis.
away
like
with-
they look cis a lot of times.
I know, and some of them are
It's-
bodybuilders. And they
yeah.
could fuck this.
Some have
pussy.
bigger fucking dicks than me. It's like, okay.
I know. They're so hot.
it's hot.
Trans men are like hot to
I think
me.
it's the future.
I do too. It's kind of like
Honestly, like we can still procreate.
yeah.
I just need
Actually,
a dick
yeah.
though. No offense. I just need a dick.
Well, you
I
can
just want to have
a
like
dick.
four.
What do you think straight women really want?
I
They
want
don't-
4.
They want a dick, but then they want female friends. They don't want a man. So
No,
we can do the
and
same. We
men-
can get a dick for our sex.
Right.
Then we can have a trans man husband.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I'm there.
Let's try it.
Whoa, girl, fuck.
Now you're sundry, babe. Now
My sundry is just an evolution of past sundries. Okay.
I can't wait to hear this.
So-
because it's kind of weird.
This week, I got my usual spam calls.
Are you
like,
wearing makeup?
No, never. Why?
Close your eye. Your eye looked glimmery. I was like, oh, girl.
Well, I will tell you. I went to the dermatologist a few weeks ago.
Are you using the wipes?
They gave me a new skin regimen. And
Okay.
I'm using like at night I have to put a cream on, then lotion on top of the cream.
Oh, so we're worried about aging right now. This is what's happening.
No, it wasn't aging. It was these bumps.
Yeah, I got them on my eyelids, and
Okay, is that what that is? What
Okay,
is
first
that?
of all, don't. Is that what that is?
Is
It's
that what that
basically
is?
like
I don't think I have what you have.
no,
Yours is worse.
no. You have a little bit.
I do too. No, I know I do. We all do.
We
no,
all do.
I have a look at right here in the center. Like there's like a bump that sticks out. Like
Ew.
what is that? I asked
Yeah.
her. She didn't have an answer.
And
but
you're
she-
also getting wrinkles, which is fine. I just have never really noticed them on you.
Wow. Oh my God.
Well, I'm sorry. Some of us are skinny, so when we lose weight, we get wrinkles.
This is my biggest fear, but I've got to do it.
You're gonna be
I'm gonna be ugly.
There's a Family Guy episode where Peter loses all this weight.
know.
It is so good.
He's like, listen, I mean, hopefully everyone will still love and accept me when I'm just a bunch of skin. I'm gonna be like a fucking turkey. It's like.
Like just you sitting on this couch.
Yeah, it'll be like,
skin
well, this will be it.
here.
This is it. It's like, this is not a blanket. This
You
is
think
my
the
skin.
panis hangs low?
Wait till that skin drops.
It's gonna
Honestly,
drop.
on my
It'll be
knees.
touching the ground.
I'm gonna have to like roll it up.
There's
and
gonna
tuck
be a
it.
dick print through your stomach skin that's hanging down. Well, little Bobby here.
Surprise!
Well, little Bobby got a
He's
dick.
back.
Oh, but
It's
he
not
can't.
true.
He's back,
I
but he
still
can't.
can see my dick.
He's
And
back, but he
I
can't
think,
get hard.
Honestly, sometimes can I tell you a secret? Oh yeah, well that's age. I don't really care. I'm not.
You just cricketed yourself.
I know
Yeah,
because
can
I
you-
just don't know what to say.
What are you gonna say in the shower? What?
So when my test of like, oh shit, I need to lose weight, because
Yeah.
I stay at the same level. It's like right here.
Yeah,
boom,
it's
boom,
fine. We all hover.
Is when I start to not be able to see my dick as well.
Yeah.
And I have to go.
No, I know.
And I'm like, oh.
If I stand up straight
Yep.
and look down,
And you can't.
as of as of 2 months ago, it was getting to that point of
It's not that far off. Like it happens quickly.
You know,
folks.
like, and some of us have smaller dicks than others. So,
then
like,
it's
for
really-
some of us, it happens quickly. I have to look down and be like,
some of us,
oh boy,
straight labia.
So, my sundry is I get all these fucking calls all week. Spam call, spam call, spam call. They use my area code. The first 3 digits of my number, they're like the same. So it's like tricking you, like, ha 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 ha. It's someone you know. It's like, why would they have the same?
I didn't know that's
3?
what. That
Oh
was
yeah,
move.
it's a trick. So to make you feel like it's familiar.
Weird.
So I have to silence those. This week, I started getting FaceTime spam calls, and I sent you the screenshot.
I'm not actually a fan.
Yep, I was added to a group chat of like 20 different numbers that were all in a FaceTime group chat. I got FaceTime prank called 6 different times. I was so fucking pissed. I had to go in, and you can't block them all at once. I had to go in individually and click the I next to their name on the right. I, block caller, block caller.
Oh my God.
I, block caller, back. I, block caller, back. I, block caller, back.
I, block caller, back.
It was literally the worst. And I was like, you haven't gotten any yet? Why was I the test run for the...
I don't know why you were the guinea pig here.
You can show that screenshot too.
I will.
Because I sent it to you. I was so
I'll make sure.
pissed that day.
It was bizarre though. I was like, who
So
is fucking... First of all, FaceTime freaks... Well, any phone
FaceTime
call
freaks
freaks
me- I
me
know.
out. I'm like, oh God, who's dead? Like, somebody's dead for calling me. Who is it? They're like, hey. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, everything's fine. I'm like, happy birthday to Heather.
And R.I.P. to your cousin.
And R.I.P. to
There's an anniversary.
Actually, it's an anniversary.
It's an anniversary. I know. I saw her toss some fire into the sky.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so close to her birthday. So, since you did a PSA last week, I'm going to do a PSA this week.
Okay.
First, you need to call us 614-721-5336.
That's 614-721-5336.
Instagram, do your thing. I'm trying to get, I've kind of faded a little bit on my promotions, and I'm going to try to get better. Not this week because I'm going on vacation. My advice for you this week is, I'm going to read it from the heart.
Do you want me to read it?
You can, and then I can explain, or
Okay.
it might speak itself.
Oh, I like this. Okay, this is a good PSA.
Go ahead, you do it.
This is a good
This is from me.
This is from Bobby. Do not ever give too much to someone else at work, relationships, situations, etc., because you will end up just being disappointed. Hold out as long as possible, and if they want it, they will come and get it.
Wow. Oh my God.
Sounds like you have experience with that.
I don't. I'm really just trying to play cool.
Yeah, if he
I really
wants
don't
it,
care.
He'll come get it.
It doesn't
If he wants
matter.
it, he'll
There's
come get
so
it.
many hot men that are going to want to fuck me this week.
Literally. And not want to will, but
And will. And some
I mean,
people will probably lost their shot.
I'm sorry, but at the dunes, like, yeah, no.
Slutty little mouse.
Some people have lost their shot.
Some people have lost their shot.
For now, I would say give it a couple weeks.
I'd say for now, if it was a phone call, I'd be right there, ready
I
to
was
lay
like,
on the side.
immediately.
But I just
literally could knock on the door right now, and it would be over.
And yeah, there's just a lot of men
Because-
chasing me, and it's hard decisions.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, mine's like the opposite. I have to worry about becoming the chaser.
See, and that's usually me as well.
I know, but I feel like right now you're trying to be chased. You're trying to be the chase.
I'm trying so hard,
and it's like
Chase
not
me.
going great. Chase me.
It's not going great at all.
Chase me.
But I also got to think, especially with certain situations, like there's just certain things that aren't going to happen, and I've got to wait.
There's some people at your job that are never going to work and never going to be good workers.
There are some people who literally today also said, I'm always here.
No, you're not. You called off twice last week. You're trying to call off for the next 4 months.
I mean, when you're a secretary, it's
so hard to take phone calls and send emails. I mean, sometimes you even have to read.
If you're in Michigan, come. Oh, and I look how I just glazed over that. Like I'm so fucking blacked right now, and I'm not, but I feel high, and I feel like I'm gonna have to pack.
You do.
I'm going to Michigan. If you're in Michigan this weekend, come see me.
Come see this little.
I'll be a little whore.
He'll be laying out at the Dunes pool, fully nude. So if you want to see a small cock,
if you
want to
see a little sausage and
come on down.
You're gonna be like, that's a lot of sack.
Is that a baked potato?
There's a lot.
Wait, baked sweet potato.
Is that a baked potato with a franken, like a little wiener franken there? Huh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's a cocktail wiener and a baked potato.
But mine's a thick cocktail wiener.
I was gonna say
it's not like those little
I can't
thin
ever
ones.
remember seeing it, but I have seen it in the past.
It's not.
All I remember is it was way bigger than I thought. It was thick. Like it was.
I'm
like,
very well.
He's got a big fat boy down
All the
there.
ladies would really like it because I'm thick like that.
I know.
Because it's not.
We
it's
don't
not
need length.
I'm
We
not too
don't need
long.
length.
I'm perfect length, and I'm. Well, I used to be. When I got in Cialis, I'll be great. Because now I'm like, oh well, this is it. So
yeah.
Anyway, everyone have a good week. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, we just had 78,000.